Hey guys, Bill here from DFS Fantasy Factory. I'm going to be doing a 25-day review on 5 lineup optimizers: DFS Army, Draft Dashboard, RotoQL, Fantasy Nerds, and FantasyLabs. What we're going to be doing here is I went and bought memberships at each one of these places for the next month. I'm going to be basically taking their optimal lineup, putting it in DraftKings, screenshotting that, putting it on this whatever you want to call it, slideshow, and basically showing which optimizers have the most points each day. I'll be doing this for 25 days. I'm going to keep track of their total points. I'm just going to see how they do, rank them first to last, and just see how they go. I already have your day one results. I did this last night. I set them all up, put them in DraftKings, all that good stuff, and so I have the results for you today. If this seems like something you're interested in, and I think it's going to help me. That's why I'm doing the video, to be able to find out which one of these is the strongest lineup optimizer. If you think it's something that might help you as well, make sure you hit the like button on this video and subscribe. Make sure you hit the little bell icon so that you get notifications of when I make new videos. I'm going to try to do a video every single day. Also, if you have any ideas of any other lineup optimizers that we could throw in here and try out, I'd be happy to hear that in the comment section. But anyways, we'll go ahead and jump into this. I'm going to give you the pricing for each one of these places before we give you the results for day one. For DFS Army, we got $39 a month. I have a link in the description in which you can use promotional code DFS Fantasy Factory and get a discount on your membership. I've been using DFS Army for years and I made a lot of money using them, so I definitely recommend them. I am interested to see if any of these other people can beat DFS Army's optimal lineups because DFS Army's been creating me some very strong lineups over the last couple of years. Second one here, we got Draft Dashboard, $39 a month. I have a link as well for them in the description where you can get their product for $1 for the first month. RotoQL, we got $29 a month. Link in the description where you can get the product for 3 days free. Fantasy Nerds, $24.99. Link in the description where you can get 3 free lineups to try them out. Fantasy Nerds and DFS Army are my two favorite, but I haven't tried out these other ones too much yet. But DFS Army and Fantasy Nerds are the ones that have been making me the money. Then we got the steep price FantasyLabs here at $59. I'm gonna have to check them out eventually here, see why they're $59. I would assume they'd be able to beat these other optimizers out. I don't know. Maybe they're priced $59 because they have other tools. I'm not really sure. Maybe I'll do a single review on them sometime coming up. But we'll find out here, see how they perform against these other optimizers. But anyways, we got the first day in. Coming in fifth place would be RotoQL. They didn't do too hot the first night. 220.75 points. Had McConnell, Donzik, Keel, Chris, Wood, Brunson, George, and Wright. They were the only one that had a low score out of the 5 places, or out of the 5 lineup optimizers. The other ones were pretty close in score. Um, they recommended Paul George, which was a total bust. No other optimizer recommended him, so I don't know. We'll see how RotoQL does. Wasn't a hot start for them, but there's still 24 days left. We'll see if they pick it up. Then we got fourth place, FantasyLabs. Fourth place sounds bad, but fourth to first, they were all pretty close in points. They had 262.5 points. He had Wright, Brunson, Covington, Zeller, Abadeo, Fox, Heald, and Drummond. They picked 3 guys that were on fire that did really well. The other ones obviously didn't do too hot. They ended up in fourth place with 262.5. Third place, we got Draft Dashboard. They had 263.25 points. They had Lou Williams, Forbes, Heald, Zeller, Drummond, Rose, Harrell, Fox. I was impressed with their Lou Williams pick. No other optimizer picked Lou Williams, and he did pretty well. Obviously, they have 2 more. Heald and Fox did well as well, so they had 3 of them that did pretty well. So we'll see how Draft Dashboard does here. Second place is one of my favorites, Daily Fantasy Nerd. They scored 270.25. I used Fantasy Draft on this one instead of DraftKings because I forgot to put them into DraftKings last night. However, the scoring is exactly the same. TJ McConnell scored 25.75 on Fantasy Draft and also on DraftKings. So it's exactly the same as DraftKings. Maybe the pricing might have been a little different, but since I forgot to put them in there, I'm going to go ahead and use that score for 270.25, considering that their DraftKings lineup wouldn't have been much different. And in first place, we got DFS Army. They got 274.75 points last night with Brunson, Napier, Covington, Pshelika, Harold, Donzik, Heald, and Wood. I mean, DFS Army is who I've been using to win money. I've used them the last 2 years, so it wasn't surprised to me to see them get first place on day one. But I'm kind of interested to see which one of these ones are better than DFS Army. So if DFS Army just blows them out, I guess kind of just proves that I just got lucky and picked the right tools to use at the beginning. I don't know. But DFS Army has a lot of other tools to use other than just an optimizer too, which is why I continue to pay for them. But they got first place today. Go ahead and move on here. We got scoring results. I just kind of went through them. DFS Army 274.75, Fantasy Nerds 270.25, Draft Dashboard 263.25, Fantasy Labs 262.5, and RotoQL 220.75. I have these listed first to last, so DFS Army is in first place as of now. I'll keep a running total for the 25-day contest. So next week, if DFS Army scores 225 points, then they'll be up to, I don't know, to 400, 500, yeah, 500 points, right around there. So I'll keep the points going until the very end. So like the points will keep adding up. So at the end, each place will have thousands of points. So we'll just see who wins that at the very end, see which one's giving us the best picks and the most consistent scoring. I'm definitely looking forward to see which one comes out on top. It's definitely something that's going to help me out, and I hope that this content's going to help you out as well. Make sure if you like this video and you want to follow this and see how these lineup optimizers do, make sure you subscribe and hit that bell icon so that you get notifications when I make the new videos. If you have any ideas, like I said, of any other places that you are thinking about getting a membership at, you just haven't wanted to spend the money, put it down in the comment section. I'll check them out. Maybe after this 25-day contest, I'll start a new one, and maybe I'll include the one that you put down there. If you have any comments about what you think about this video, what I could do better, what you think I'm not doing very well at, put that down there as well. I like to interact with my viewers. So I'm looking forward to seeing how this goes. I hope it sounds interesting to you because it definitely does for me. That's pretty much all I got for you today. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you on the next one.